To summarize the first question, do I think that podcasters need to get into video? I think that if you're uploading your podcast to YouTube, that video is fairly essential. The reason I'm saying that is if you're uploading your podcast to YouTube, why are you doing that? Chances are you want your show to get in front of new eyes and or new ears. So the reason I'm saying, I imagine there was a bit of mouth noise there because I swallowed pretty loud, disgusting, but the reason I'm saying that it is pretty essential is if you want people to get their eyes and ears on your show on YouTube, I don't imagine that YouTube does a lot of promotion of audio-only content on the platform. So to get to the ends that you're trying to accomplish by uploading video to YouTube, I do think that video is essential. With that being said, I don't think that you need to have a video camera. I don't think you need to go the route of setting up cameras if you are self-conscious about your looks, if you don't want your face out there for privacy reasons, whatever it may be. There is a prime example of how to do this, in my opinion. For months, I have been watching a channel called watchfinder.co.uk. That's really smart that they made their YouTube channel their domain. Is that what their YouTube... Doesn't matter. It's called Watchfinder. And a couple of months ago, they started doing more casual audio podcasts. And I think that is a prime example of how to upload audio-only content to YouTube without having face cams, without having cameras pointed at your face. The way they do it, there are two people on the podcast. Each of them have an image of a microphone associated with their voice. So while the host is talking, a picture of one microphone will be on. When the co-host starts talking, a different microphone will pop up on screen. It gives you a little bit of a visual representation of the individual without actually seeing their face. But they also have supplemental imagery throughout the show. So it's not as though it's just a static image the entire hour-long podcast or 15-minute-long podcast. They have the switching back and forth of microphone pictures. And on top of that, when they're talking about watches, specific watches, they will pull out 5, 10, 15 photos of that watch and try to highlight exactly what they're discussing. So I think if you are uploading your podcast to YouTube with the purpose of getting new listeners or new viewers, video is essential. If you're uploading it to YouTube just for posterity, I don't know why you would, but if you are, for legacy, as someone pointed out a couple of months ago, no. If you're a podcaster, you do not need to do video. But if you are uploading that podcast to YouTube, I think video is essential. Podcasting is inherently an audio-only format. If I just uploaded this to YouTube, I don't think it would be classified as a podcast. It would be a YouTube show. And now that I'm saying that, I realize that I don't think the Watchfinder show is a podcast because I don't think they have an audio-only version. I have been bamboozled. What have you done to me? You've caught me in a not a fib, but a hypocritic moment. Hypocritic? Hippogrific? Hypocritic. Why does that word sound weird? Hypocrite. Hypocritic. You get the point. I have called them a podcast when I don't think they are. Please forgive me, Podfather, for I have sinned.